In regard to capital improvement projects, how would you establish your priorities?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say that sometimes we have to multitask. But to answer your question, the budget and the policy documents should reflect the mission and the strategic goals of our city. And that should be the number one thing that we're using to kind of figure out how we're going to spend our money. Of course, health and safety are number one. Those projects are number one. Legally mandated projects and projects with available funding, of course. Sometimes grant funding makes opportunities come about that we may not have had before, and that may take precedence because of state and federal requirements or just the timing of the funding. Projects that are funded by development agreements, of course, those may come into play and change our timeline. Each year on the Planning Commission, we have a responsibility to review the CIPs and report on whether or not they're consistent with the general plan, which is in essence the business plan of our city and should be part of our guiding documents. The most recent plan, that we approved went into 2019, but for the past few years, the minutes of Planning Commission will reflect that I always ask, we keep talking about a youth development program or a youth center, why isn't it on the CIP? So I learned that we haven't moved it from the facilities master plan to the CIP. So one of the things that I would do is say that if our strategic goals or if it's our goal to do something, then we need to make sure that our CIPs are aligned with that. So if we truly want to have, a youth development center, then we need to move it from the master plan, the facilities master plan, to the CIP so we can really start facilitating the discussion about how we're going to get to the goal, because otherwise it gets forgotten and it's not even discussed once it gets, once you leave the council meeting.